Oh yeah, I am going to talk about nephew on the Dover. Yeah.
Okay.
But first I'm going to talk about when I first came to the United States.
Oh, okay. I can't help you there. I wasn't born.
Of course not. Um, well, it seems that in the United States, when your husband is in the Army or Navy, the forces, they are their wives and children get so much money to live off. Where the wife gets, I got about $80 a month, and Sylvia got, Yvonne got $37. But then after Yvonne died, they stopped. But I continued getting the $80. And I kept the state. And then I had Sylvia, and Sylvia was getting the 80, but then he had separated from the the Navy, so they stopped the $37, but they did not stop the $80. So they kept on selling $80 and we kept on selling it back. And they kept on selling it until my husband even wrote them a letter telling them that they should stop selling the $80 because he was out of the Navy. But they continued to sell it. They said $80 about, I think, 800, 900, almost $1,000 of $80, they said a month. So somebody got smart and saw it. So they wrote a letter. They are going to deport me because I thought I married my husband for was to get the money out of the United States. And that I was a robber and I was robbing the United States of all the money and that I would, and that made my husband so scared because they talk about, they're going to deport me because what I did. So he wrote back and told them, we have sent back your money over and over again, but you insist on giving it to her. So no, you're accusing her of trying to rob the United States, and that's why she's here. And you're going to deport her because she's here to rob you of your wealth. So your father is covered. He jumped and we got the money. We didn't spend the money. So they sent them the money. So he spoke to somebody about it, Douglas Elliman, where he used to work. So the person, no, do not send them no money. Send them $1 a month. They don't care. All they want to do that you said. So he said $1 a month costs more than the check on the stamp. So he said $1 a month. So he decided to send them at least $5 a month. So we told them send them $5 a month and they accepted. And that was 1947, and we sent them $1 a month, $5 a month, until 1975 or 4 or something like that.
Wow.
We sent them and they accepted. we did not stop paying them until you were grown, working. And that's how ridiculous they are.
That's crazy.
Really crazy. Accusing me of robbing them of $80 a month. This government is poor.
How much money did you totally have to pay back?
Not
No, what was the total amount you paid back?
take out.
You paid back.
I pay back, I think, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
We stopped paying. There's something we said, you see, we would send them $5 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would send us back a receipt.
Oh, I see.
So they did send a receipt, so we didn't pay there anymore.
Gotcha. So you think the last payment was in
Some
75?
part of that was the last payment.
Okay.
Because we did not get a receipt on them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now I tell you about Lakeview.
Mm-hmm.
When after we searched all over New York for a house, place to stay, we found one in Lakeview. Well, while we were in Lakeview, we got pregnant with Vicky. And we had Vicky, but we didn't have enough space. You weren't any to sleep in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And we said we had the small bedroom and we had the big bedroom and that was it. So we decided to put a dormer up. So he looked around and we found the one I think in Hempstead. They found this he was what's the name of the company? The high name of the company, you know. In
Yeah, it's fine. I don't think it matters. I don't think they're in business anymore.
the company. So he called them and they came and measure and they said we can get 3 bedrooms, but 4 bathrooms, a little room, and 3 closets. But each bedroom would have a closet. So we told them to go ahead. Meanwhile, he had gone to the bank and no, he didn't do anything because until they sent the bill. They said it would cost us about $5,000. So he said, okay. So he went to the bank, or the bank that we used, and they said, sure, they could give $5,000. So big deal, there's no problem there. But then they sent the paper with the bill and the monthly payment and whatnot. So he will send it back and wrote a note saying that he will take care of his own bill. He want no company is going to tell him how to pay his bill. And he is going to take care of his own bills. So with that, they wrote back and said if he does not accept their offer, they are going to tie up that he will never get it over. All your children will be grown and we will old and we will not have a door because they will tie us up with them forever. So naturally your father got nervous about it. And he worked at the afternoon news at that time. So on Friday evening, they all congregate at Frank's Place. The Frank's Place is where all the elite businessmen work on big shops, worked.
What was the name of this
Go
place?
for drinks and dinner. So Dr. Lee father was the circulation manager of the Amsterdam News. So he was one that go to Frank's place also.
Okay.
So they went over there and he was talking to a lawyer and told this lawyer what Southland, I think it is, was doing. And he said, come, I introduce you to this judge. So they went in, across the road there and talking to the judge told him, come to my office about Wednesday or Thursday. And I went out to what I can do. So he went to the judge's office Wednesday, and the judge gave him 12 subpoenas, 12, and told him to go down to the office of this Smithsonian and hand each person you see there a subpoena. Don't open your mouth. Don't even say good morning. Just go in, and there are many people you carry with you, and give each person you see in that office a subpoena. So it took you. Do you remember that?
No, I do not.
Vicky, Sylvia,
Sylvia.
you, the guy that was watching the house down, and him, and somebody else, I don't know. And they went and they handed each person. And when the secretary saw there was subpoenas, they started screaming and hollering and get their pocketbook. I am God. I ain't going to work in those. I don't know what's happening here, and I don't care. Goodbye. And the next 2 days, Herbert got the paper. Rita. They were all off. So with that, we went down, looked at the papers. I found a place, I got a person who did the kind of
Dormers,
work.
construction work.
Yeah. So guess what? They did it for $2,500. I did the same amount of work. 3 bedrooms, full bathroom, a little closet, and the 3 as a closet. And so with that, that's how we got done. That's how
The dome got put up, yeah.
Huh?
That's how the dome got installed.
Yes.
Yep.
And that was that.
No, I actually remember that first company because I know their price was high, but they had very pretty brochures and glossy brochures and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we had a hard time with that the company. I found out the whole week I had the name of the company, and I was I can't remember.
Isn't that Southland?
Huh?
Did you say it was Southland?
No, Vicky.
No, you Southland.
Wait, Vicky, if you can hear,
No.
cause there is a company down here named the same about.
Oh, okay.
That had to send appliances, and that buy my appliances from them.
Oh, your appliances, okay.
And so, okay, I told that one, and the other one, okay. Then there was days, we moved in Lakeview, and it was white people who So when we moved there, it was about, they had about 7 whites
Mm-hmm.
still there.
And this was 1956.
1956, yeah. And across the street from the Masons was a white couple.
Mm-hmm.
The white was a German father, a German daughter.
Mm.
And down the street was, and then I think it was the fourth couple, four whites.
Families.
Vicky Silver was friendly with one of the girls, and he used to come by the house, but Vicky Silver never been to her house.
Mm.
And they said, they all left. But that amazes, how mean she was, because we had a hard time getting her out of the house that we bought, because she got in the bed and said that she was sick and she could not leave the bed. And so the broker said to Herman, why don't you let us stay there? I collect rent. So he said if we wanted to do that, I would come all the way out here to buy a house to move in. So I want her out.
Oh, this was what? Do you know the lady's name?
No, there were two elderly couple.
Ah, I see.
Two elderly couple. She told me how nasty Nan Mason was. But she said that lady next door is the nicest thing you ever met. You gotta watch her. She is such a nasty person. Because I used to go in the room and talk to this lady.
Mm.
And she was telling me about how nasty Nan Mason was. And she was too. And anyway, the way they got her out of the house was the rented the ambulance and put her in the ambulance and to come out. That's the way
Wow.
they got out of the house.
Wow.
Yeah. So we moved in, naturally, it would be, we were going to put the door up anyway, because in New York, if you go up, you don't pay any more tax. Just if you go down, use the land, you got to pay tax on the land.
Mm-hmm.
Just as if it's their land.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to pay, so we did not go out, went up, now put the door up.
Oh, I see. Oh,
yeah.
so there was no more tax due because you.
And it cost the same amount. The first thing, we were paying $75 a month,
Mm-hmm.
and the tax was $125 a month.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the
Yeah,
tax
they
was more
were
than the
very-
mortgage. Yeah.
And it was ridiculous how
Mhm.
expensive taxes were in Long Island. I don't know how lots of people live there, but they do. Anyway, so the German woman and the German father, I guess they ran from Germany when during World War II,
Mm.
but they were selling it, trying to get out of there too.
Mm.
So anyway, but it seems to me that like the price where the house that Nanny Mason they bought was belonging to our German people, because she always looked out the window to see when Nan Mason could pull the driveway.
Mm.
And as soon as Nan get in her car, she'd run back and grab the handle and put get in the back of the car. I sat down, sit down. So Dan says, she would never say a word. She would never say, just like, so Dan said to me, I can fix her Jesus one day. She thinks she better than me, but she could drive in my car. She don't talk to me. She don't say boo, except that before we get to ANS, she would say, bring that mount here. And she get out before about the block before we get to ANS because she don't want to people see her in the car with the black woman. So Nanny Mason says, I'm gonna fix her business. So she left that car a door kind of. So the woman got to get in the car and not she tried to get in the car. Nanny Mason got the car. Whoop! And he left the bus standing. Talk about, I said that you are crazy. You could have got in trouble. Because you could have driven that woman to death. Because she would let go the car. So eventually she let go. And she didn't know the road. But and from then on she drove in my car. And naturally, I told her with no sense of no way. If she gonna get back car, she gonna pay me. And so that she stopped. And we don't know when she moved. And we knew that the dikes had moved. Yes, yeah. But Good stayed, Mr. Good, remember?
I remember Mr. Guth, yeah.
Yeah, he stayed for long,
Yeah,
for the longest time, for years. He stayed. As a matter of fact, he's the one that built the fire in the back of my house.
Yeah, I know.
And built up the floor bed in the front. He said he didn't reason to what the devil was going to do to him. He got a house. As a matter of fact, we did not know until you had to know to drive. And then we went in Lakeview, no car, nobody know how to drive. But Mr. Good says, came by and says, oh, I have an extra car. You can use it until you buy your own. But what I said him, he thanked him so very much. But we didn't know to drive. So that's how we started in Lakeview.
Lakeview.
Where?
Lakeview.
No, in Marvel, in St. Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Because we had no idea that the churches were that far. The church, the black church in Hampstead. And when we didn't ask Jackie or Fran to take us to church because we didn't want to feel they were obligated. So we decided to go ahead and look at the Dublin Marvel. There was an Episcopal church. So I walked down there and found some men working, and I asked them where was the priest, and they gave me his number and told me that he didn't live in the rectory next door. He had his own house.
Oh, I see.
And so I called him, but I never did get an answer. Meanwhile, I had to go to the hospital to get an operation on my knee. And while the chaplain came and invited me to church on Sunday morning. So I was telling him about we move out to this section and I was trying to get into this white church, but I couldn't get to the priest. So he said to me, "Oh, well, here is my address and my telephone number. If he refused to accept your, take him to court and I will be a witness." So when I came back, I got in touch with him. So I said to him, I said, "I've been trying to get in touch with you because we need to find a church." And I told him that we didn't have a car, we didn't know how to drive, and we were a black family. And he said, "I don't care if you pink, blue, purple, red, or what. You are welcome. You are welcome." So that's how we started talking Margaret.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, the first Sunday we were supposed to be there in church. It rained. It rained, and so we couldn't go.
Because you were walking.
And well, we did not know that he had announced all the members that we were coming. And they looked for us, and we weren't there. And so he called me, but I told him, I said, "Well, it was raining so hard that we sure was not going to walk in the rain in church, to church." So he says, "Well, you didn't have to walk. All you do was call me and I would send somebody to get you on." So I said to him, "Well, we didn't know that." So we decided, since it was raining so hard, we would not go. But definitely, next Sunday, if it's not raining, he said, "Well, if it's even raining, we will send somebody to get you on." And but when we got to church, we were greeted by everybody. So I thought that, but you know, we are not here to integrate your church. We are here to find we need a church. Because at that time, this integration thing was great. I said, so, but guess what? You are become an acolyte, right? And join the choir, and so they serve them. And meanwhile, everybody, every kid named Stuart,
Right, yeah.
William,
Walter, I think.
Walter, and what's his name? All joined the choir.
Yeah, joined the choir, yeah.
Yeah, that made me so mad. That church is down there for 100 years or more, and they didn't know it was there. I was so Jackie Collins started down there. I don't think it's with, but no, Jackie did.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Jackie even played on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and what else? Oh yes. So we went we went to the Woodley Road School, and that was good. Remember, I used to go to Bushman School, and when we went to PTA meetings, PTA meetings started at 7 o'clock. You better be there by 6:30 if you want a seat. Because it was 90% white and 10% black. But then eventually, they started to move out. I move out, till it got to be 90% black and 10% white. And me and
Edwina. Hmm.
we started playing the guitar. I think we did anymore. I'm not sure. Playing the guitar, making cake, trying to get those people to come out to sit with the children. Nothing doing.
Mm.
Nothing doing. Even had raffle.
Raffles.
Anything to get them on. That's you've heard of the raffle of this maternity dress, and he bought it for 10 cents.
Hmm.
I said, oh, Edith, you in trouble. You got your husband bought that. I said, he probably gonna wear it. Look like he put it on anyway. Yeah. So, that was that. Okay. Okay. What? How long is that?
31 minutes.
31 minutes.
Huh?
It's been 31 minutes now so far.
Well, I got 31 minutes. So what else? Let me see.
Mm.
I don't know why anything else. It's vacation. She could come on.
Vicky didn't even, what you're talking about, Vicky wasn't even born, most of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, I'll talk about you. So, here was Herman by himself, and this was the Hilton. I think I talked about Herman and the Hilton. And you remember that bird chasing you into my kitchen?
That was your umplet.
Huh?
That was Robert Umplet.
And when he saw me, he turned around and I took off next behind it. I'm chasing him on right. Good thing he never locked the door. And he ran to his house and slammed the door.
Mm.
Shut. I wonder what become of him.
Oh, I don't know. Don't care.
Yeah, boy, that was the best. And Danny Mason, and she well, I can't talk about her because they might read the book.
So, what about your next door neighbor on the other side? What were their names?
What's his name? Boy. Oh, they were very nice. Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky, after she got the piano, Vicky, my teacher 2 years old, and gave her shoes to put on. No, I told her I am not going to put her shoes on her. She has got to learn to put her shoes on and lace it up, because that's the way my father made us do. We all had to use lace up shoes, because he says the feet go with you until you are old or until you die. And your feet it got to be good. And you have no cord, no bunion, no nothing. You're perfectly to good feet. And he bought them crazy shoes. Buy him, guy come every 6 months, measure her feet, and made these shoes. And okay, until you're 16 years old, you don't want to wear no shoes that the lace about past your ankle. But that's the kind of shoes we had to wear.
Now, who made the shoes?
Who
made the shoes?
The shoes cobbler.
Oh, shoe cobbler.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And he would, every time he had, you can look at their feet.
Mm.
Perfect. So I bought the same kind of shoes I did for Vicky and made Vicky. You too? I'll wear the lace-up shoes.
Now I can tie my shoes.
Uh, and so Vicky took the shoes because she couldn't get it out and put on the wrong foot and squeeze my collar. I take the shoes, I hit the refrigerator. I came, she could beat her son. She could take your father, I could beat her son. I'm good. Not you, she could beat.
Vicky was gonna beat me.
Yeah, Vicky could beat you. And he just thought that was the funniest thing he ever killed himself laughing. But the thing about the one when she came, you brought her in your hand and you didn't put it on. She fell off the bicycle and had a beat him, mama, beat him, mama, beat him. I said, beat him for what? You knocked me off the bicycle. I said, how did you get on the bicycle? He put me there, and then you said, but you bought, I took the bicycle. Then why are you hiding with that mama she beat me? I said, I never beat Herbert. Herbert knows that, but I never beat him. I am gonna beat somebody. You fill up the bicycle, you have the business. The bicycle's in my place. Just like she had, I came out the garage, back it out and hit me some face and kind of tore it down on this. And she starts hiring Mr. McCarthy, my pretty bad today. Mama Black, you said so. Mama, Mr. Black, that's so crazy. Mama, Dr. Fencer, Mama, Vicky, shut up. Mama, Dr. Fencer, Vicky, shut up. Mom, so Mr. Guy came out. I said, oh, don't worry about it, Mr. Everything will be fine. I can get send the fence up. Not like you ain't hurt. You car is hurt. I said, no, everything is fine. But I mean, she just carried on. Just like the time we went to Kansas. We went to Kansas and Vicky's daughter, somebody hit over the car and they hit the car. Oh, you go to knock the car. No, shut up, your mouth. Shut up. No, they just stop carrying like agent. I think, I don't know, what's wrong with your children? Yes, indeed. So, that's it. I can't think of anything else now. She told me today that she was coming. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. That's as far as I can go. I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
But I will. The first thing I tried to tell her to let me know what I have talked about because I don't want to repeat myself.
Right.